Welcome to another episode of ERAtv, where we have a little fun with the movers and shakers in the DR industry. I'm Craig Burnett, here with Nicole Ali. How are you, Nicole?
Nice
so
to
good
see
to see you.
you.
You're with Northern Response.
Yes.
Tell us what Northern Response does.
That's a good question. Where do I start? We are one of Canada's largest DRTV marketers. So we have our own media, we do live home shopping, we do print, we do retail, we do online. And in addition to that, we are suppliers globally of some top-selling branded products, things like ShamWow, Slap Chop, Ab Circle, the list goes on.
Now, you mentioned some pretty high-powered, successful products there. Do good products tend to have global appeal, or are there just some products that aren't going to work in foreign markets?
You know, I've been fortunate to be at Northern for almost 15 years now. And in that span of time, I would say that you really never know until you test.
Right.
You can't really paint the world with one brush. Each market responds differently depending on the product. And whether something performs well in the US doesn't necessarily correlate internationally. So a product that maybe did not perform as well in the US has the potential to do well in other markets around the world. So we never know.
Do you think it's important to try it everywhere as quickly as possible to avoid maybe some knockoffs in some of the foreign countries?
Yes, we try to do a simultaneous launch. So as something goes up in North America, we try to take that out globally, and we tailor the campaign so that we're offering our international marketplace as much in terms of marketing materials so they can localize their campaigns and make it more applicable to their market.
Okay. What are some of the markets internationally that are ripe for DR, where the countries are, please give us a product and we'll buy it? Are there any places like that?
There's definitely some markets that are ready to rock and roll out of the gate. Markets like Australia and New Zealand tend to follow very closely in terms of what we do in North America, whether it be the US or Canada. Markets like Japan are, just ripe with saturation for DRTV. They're essentially one of the most volume-moving markets in the world. Western Europe, South Africa, English-aired countries like the UK, these are markets with a good DRTV infrastructure that again have the channels of distribution.
Somebody said earlier today that Japan is one of the tougher markets because the products really have to be high quality. Is that true?
It's absolutely true. They have to be put through a very rigorous QC program. But I think you do get your return on your investment in that market. If something takes off, it could represent anywhere from 60 to 80% of your global sales outside the USA.
So would you say that all marketers doing DRTV should prepare for foreign distribution?
Absolutely. It should be included in part of your marketing upfront.
Why do some people not think about that?
We all like to live in our own worlds, and we forget to think outside the box. So sometimes stepping away from that tunnel vision prepares you for even more sales. It's kind of like icing on the cake.
Sure. Are there categories that just will not work in all foreign countries? I mean, are there categories that are uniquely successful in the US but not anywhere else? Or in fewer other places around the country or the world?
I think it's probably easier to look at it like there are certain categories that have universal appeal. So categories like beauty or health and fitness, more generic kitchen items, things with less clearance and less barriers to entry versus, let's say, ingestibles or topical creams where there's a lot more clearance. Those are a bit longer term in terms of getting clearance per market.
Do you do a lot of traveling to the foreign countries?
Yes.
What's your favorite country to be in?
Oh, that's hard to say. Despite traveling around the world, and I love the tropical countries, gotta love those, I still like returning home to Toronto.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. You should try Kansas City sometime.
I have been to Kansas.
Have you?
Clicking my heels, absolutely.
Well, I've been clicking my heels all week and it doesn't work.
Your heels are great.
I'm still here in Vegas. Nicole, thank you so much for being with us.
Nice to be here.
Best of luck
Thank you.
to you. And thank you for watching ERAtv. I'm Craig Burnett. We'll see you next time.